We've been together for
16 years.
16 years now. We've actually met at the beach. We had to get married, obviously to cover Ben as our adoptive son.
Both of us always we wanted kids.
We always wanted kids. Obviously there wasn't the actual opportunity because there was no law. But we fell in love with him straight away and we said, there's no going back, he's ours, like he adopted us, we adopted him.
I'm related to Nicole, she's my daughter. She's the most important person in my life. Her dad is always there, we are very good friends. We know each other since I was 18, so it didn't feel like I'm raising her alone.
I met Solange's mother, I was 20 and she was 18. It was a love at first sight. I mean, she was the woman. We waited 5 years for her because unfortunately every time she used to get pregnant she used to have a miscarriage. So we had to wait, and then finally we conceived her. And then after 6 years, I remember we had separated for a couple of months, for about 6-7 months, because I was a bit confused. I didn't know what I want. I was more concentrating, fighting it with myself. No, this is what I want, the family.
We decided to adopt this little boy because we wanted to have a family and to make one child happy. When I went in, they were giving him a bath and putting the best clothes they had.
It's wonderful becoming a father. I think you realize, stuff. This is something, you're ready to give everything for your, most important thing in your life as soon as you see the baby.
For me, there should be people living together with love and respect one another. It's irrelevant if they are two women or two men, man or woman. For me, that's the important thing. If there is love, there is a family.
Hello.
It was the greatest thing I ever experienced, to be a mom. Thanks to him, being a mother is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yes, this is Nessie, and the other one's Waldo. You can count pets as family as well. That's what comes up in my mind for family.
When he saw me, he just jumped on me, and it was emotional. I started crying, and from that day on, I never left him in the nursery. The first thing that comes in mind is satisfaction, and even the little words that come out from his mouth, for me, are very important. Even because my mommy, I love you, for me, it's the best phrase he could give me.
Welcome note from me to you. Yeah, read it again just to remember. And I told you it was a rose. How did I write it? A rose that made us meet 16 years ago, and the rose now we met again and hope this time is gonna last forever. And I said, did mommy speak to you about sex? And she went yes, Dad. She said, but I'm a bit confused. I said, why, honey? She said, because mommy was talking about tadpoles and goldfish. And she said, I'm not a frog and I'm not a goldfish. She said, so relationships are only between a man and a woman. And that was, obviously, since she asked that question, I knew she knew the answer. We know that when children ask questions, it's because they would want the confirmation of the answer that they already know. You know, so because of her, because my main concern was always protecting her.
Mela jiena familja għalija tfisser hija mħabba kbira u tkun maquda l-volja ikun hemm familji li jkunu hemm kisrin. Imma għalija l-iktar importanti hu li dejjem tagħti semek.
Love has no, it doesn't come with terms and conditions that a man and a woman have to love each other by force. They just love each other, it comes natural, like any other relationship comes natural.
It's something that I think, you know, it's something beautiful when you have kids. They're a very important part of my life all the way through.
His sexuality did not affect his parenting. I mean, we would be at the beach and you have the whole table of parents, and the one parent who would be with us playing with the kids down at the sea was him. The parent who would come to every single parents' day, every single match, every single play we had.
When he came out, we all got much closer as a family, like all of us did.
I think mostly with the kids at school wouldn't understand it, so I kept it away from them really. I didn't tell any of my friends until I think I reached secondary school, so. Because it wasn't accepted much at that time. I think it was just different for everyone. I mean, it wasn't really common to find parents who are gay, but.
And I said to her, like, can I ask you, are you gay? She said, yes, 100%.
And I think we spotted each other straight away. It can be very difficult in Russia because you can't be open there. And to come here where things were so much different. And like Jane, as she said, she lived her life openly. She wouldn't hide from anyone. And I would always hide. But here, I remember we were taking pictures all the time. She would pause them and they'll ask me, go, I'm flashing.
I had to deal with the bad comments at school, the bullying. It was a phase until 10 years ago. It wasn't the same like it is now. Now we're a bit more open about it. Not 100%, but it's getting better at least by time. 10 years ago it wasn't the same. It doesn't come from a 9-year-old child. You don't get a 9-year-old child telling you, oh, because if your dad's gay, you'll turn out gay as well. I got bad looks, I got bad comments. Coming to Parents' Day, having to deal with other children's parents as well.
And I used to wear a suit.
Not always.
Okay.
You had purple hair.
Huh?
You had purple hair.
Oh yeah, at one point, yes.
It was pretty much out there.
The way I used to talk to myself, I used to go like, my life is like I'm an actor on a stage, performing for the people around me just to, you know, to be liked.
I hid. It was quite a difficult road I took. And I didn't only hurt myself, I obviously hurt a lot of people around me. You know, they talk about coming out of the closet as though it's this little door, you know, you just open and you know, shoot out. It's nothing like that, you know, at least in my case anyway. It's like this dirty, horrible hole full of cockroaches and you can't see on the other side, you know, and you're not sure where you're gonna go, you know.
I felt sad for him because I saw how difficult it was for him to come out. It wasn't my journey, you know. Everyone makes it a lot about us sometimes, and it wasn't about that, you know. Losing some of his closest friends, you know, to something like this is going through one of the most difficult periods anyone can ever go through. I mean, it just flips the coin, like he went from one life he knew to another. His friends, telling their kids who are my age, you know, and it would spread. And that, they kind of said like, they whispered it to each other, and that bugged me because that made it seem like I was ashamed.
It was difficult. Even to choose this school, it wasn't just we choose the school. We had to check that they are gay friendly.
Like there are still some friends that don't know, but then like my closest friends, I hear them.
It's obviously the fact that people are rude with it in itself, that they actually come to your face and tell you that your dad is going to hell. That is not exactly what a 6-year-old should be hearing.
You have to come out of the closet as a gay person. Now we have to come out of the closet as parents.
What I really like about mommy's girlfriend is like she cares about me and I feel her like as a mommy to me.
And I mean, when I think of my father, I don't think of him as my gay parent, my gay father. This isn't even, I mean, his sexuality is of no interest to me.
Nothing from what people say was true. My dad is not going to hell, it is not true.
It was emotional for us because we knew things were going to change, but not for us, for him, you know.
Ifimni, jina dejjem xtaqt li l-xewqa tiegħi kien jkolli baby hu. Mit-trokon naraħ jikber, ma nexxiex fimt. Min is-sori laqqas jiġifieri ta'. Imma s-sara ħan iż-żewġu l-bambin bat li solan xu. X'nieħu ħsieb issa wkollu. U lejlu wkoll.
Went straight home at my mother's house, and my dad, he was doing something in the garage. I told him, I need to speak you, can you come up? Told me I can't now. I told him, please, can you come up? And then he came up and he saw Ben. And he fell in love straight away with him, you remember? Told me, Arabis, I hope you have the papers all right, because they're not going to take him away from here, remember?
You know, there is a better life on the other side. You feel happier with yourself.
No, I don't see there's anything different. You will have problems in both of them and you have good times in both.
For example, if you have a dad and a mom and a mom and a mom, like if their relationships are going basically the same, there's nothing wrong about that.
The fact that him and Solange get along together, the fact that my ex-wife loves him as well, so it makes things easier.
It does make a difference if my father would have to be gay or had to be straight.
I'm proud of her. I mean, I think she makes me proud. She developed very nicely.
We're a normal family, you know, 2 jobs, a house, a bank loan, 2 cars, 2 dogs.
The difference is the attitude at home and how you bring up your child.
We don't teach our kids to be gay. We live normally. We have struggles like each family, how to pay the bills, how to make money, how to work.
You're going to find people that try to bring you down and make bad comments and think that they're better than you. But it helped build my character, it helped me challenge life.
Every person, every nationality, every culture, you want the best for your children.
Our children are alright.
My mama don't like you, she likes everyone. And I never liked you, admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my